Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Cat's Cottage. Hope everybody is well, doing well. Nice hot drink, and mine's coffee. Feels so good going down my throat. I mean, it's nice. Well, we're just moving along through this winter, aren't we? I guess how many of y'all went and did some panic shopping or preparing, or maybe you cut up some extra firewood and put it in the dry place where it can stay dry, or brought some in, or uh, for your wonderful fireplace or firebox. I don't have one, but I do a lot of pretending, don't I? I have a little electric one down here, and I have an electric one when I'm sitting in there. I have another electric one, and I can't run them at the same time because this house can't handle the electric pull. So I have to, if I'm in one room, I have to remember to turn this one off to turn that one on. I don't know, but anyway, that's the way it is. Not everybody has things perfect, do they? But I have a generator in my garden shed that I pull out, put in the back there. Keep it out of the house, keep it out of the garage. Don't put it in near your house where it can draw that fumes. But anyway, I have that always ready to go. I have gasoline out there so I can, if I need gasoline, for the generator. And then, excuse me. And then I fill up my, the vehicles all get filled up and ready to go. And I think yesterday oh my goodness, my husband, gosh, I hadn't said my daddy in a while. Anyway, uh, that made me forget where I was going. He put oil in the truck. Normally he just goes and gets an oil change. So said he put some more oil in there. But yeah, we got to panic buy. You know, it's just a tradition. We all have to panic buy. When do they give specials on that panic buying? When they know it's going to have cold weather. That's one thing they've missed. They have not advertised. At least I'm not aware of. They advertise all the holidays, and they've missed the panic buying. Oh my goodness! They've got the tax. They've got the Friday, tax off, and then the Friday. I don't know what all days they got, but after Christmas. But they forgot about panic buying. I hope they're not listening. Here we go. My candle's little, so I scaled down on my little cover. But I bought these to burn, so I'm going to burn them. Anyway, and I'm trying not to say anyway so much. My hair was sticking up all over the place, and I see it is still some, and my hair always does anyway. But I had made some of these toboggan hats with scarves, and they were made out of fleece. And some of you have probably made them or seen them. But I gave everybody one years ago, but I still had one, and I sold a lot of them at my carport sale. But I still had one left, and I don't know how I just have one left. But anyway, I sleep in it, and you pull it down, and it'll come all the way to here, straight down. Got your mouth open, and it's just wonderful, to sleep in. And even if you have a headache during the day and you have a headache, you can go and pull that thing down over your head. Or if you're sick, pull it down over your head. It just blocks out all the light, some sound, and it's like It's just so comfortable. And it'll make your headache go away. Anyway, close to it. But it puts me right to sleep. That's the point. And my husband was feeling bad about 2 weeks ago. And I said, you have a headache and all? You know, he's going to bed for the night. And so I said, here, take, this is going to work for you. And he pulled it down, you know, and I ain't seen it since. And he's got it on every night, you know. He sleeps with his gun, and now he sleeps with that hat. Those are two things he's going to be with tonight. So I thought, well, I've just lost my hat. Being nice, I lost my hat. And he said, you know, I took your hat. Do you want this hat back? I really like it. And I said, no, it's okay. But I really wanted my hat back. But I found the scarf to it. And so my point is, I put the scarf over and I stuff it down into my gown. And I look crazy. This is probably about what is sticking out on the scarf. And we both go to sleep and we got our heads wrapped. But it works too. It just puts me right off to sleep. And I don't know, if you have trouble sleeping, maybe try something different. You know, do something like it's fleece now. It's real thick. It's a fleece material is what I made it out of. But it works. It really works. And if you got the chill, uh, I had a lady that sat by me all the time in church. And I think she was in her 90s or like that. And I made her one, just the scarf. And I told her, I said, with your pajamas, when you put your pajamas, your gown on, take it and wrap it around, shove it in the gown so it'll stay, you know, bring it down so it'll be comfortable in there. And it'll put you right to sleep, and, you know, make it stick up, you know. And she was like, next time I saw her, you know, she's like, oh, that is the most wonderful thing you made me. I love it. I said, now it's just for bed. It gives you something to look forward to, and it keeps you snugly in bed. So she told me, I'm still using it. I use it every night. I sleep with it. It's what goes with my pajamas. But anyway, I'm glad I helped a few people with that. But let's see. I thought about yesterday. I thought of a lot of memories came to me. Uh, when she said, I won't say her name. When she said my dishes she was a clean freak, and I'm the opposite, I guess. I won't say I'm. She said my dishes make her cringe. They're so unclean. In other words, she wouldn't eat out of them. I wouldn't eat anything in my home. But it's okay, you know. Not everybody likes I wasn't given a lesson on washing dishes, for heaven's sakes. I wasn't saying that the way I wash dishes is better than anybody else. I didn't say not use a dishwasher and use the sink. Never said that. I just talked about how I did it. And that's all. And when you think you're going to make comments or anything, think about it. You're not eating that food. You're not using those dishes. So what does it matter? You know, if I took them outside and washed them in the rain barrel. But whatever. It didn't bother me. My husband laughed about it. Uh, anyhow, it brought back some memories. And one of the things I thought about was my mother pulled a chair up to the sink for me to climb up into. Now, this may bring memories to some of y'all. At almost 3 years old, I was standing against the counter washing dishes on a chair. And it wasn't a, Mama, I want to do that. It was do that. And I can remember having to be real careful for knives and be real careful with the glass, putting your hand into the glass and turning the washcloth around, you know. Um, and then my mother always came in, and when I mean, the dishes would be piled up every time. She'd come in and, look at what I did. I'm sure she checked them, and I'm sure because I don't ever remember pulling out dirty dishes out of the cabinet, uh, or any that taste like soap or anything else. And that brought back that memory to me of washing dishes as a baby. Um, I understood pretty much right away. I can remember saying, I can't get this off. Um, okay, put it back down in there. Put it back in the water. And that's what it was. And I had some reason, I don't remember really washing them and then cleaning out the sink or anything. I remember washing and washing and washing, and she'd walk by once in a while and say, "Don't worry about that, I'll do that. Put that back into the water. Be careful, there's a knife in there." And I got to thinking, why would she put a knife in there if I'm gonna wash the dishes? Why would she put something in there that's gonna stick or poke me, But she did. And that brought back that memory of washing dishes. And it also brought back another memory that was kind of painful a little bit. Um, some of you may have done this also. Um, I had to wash dishes when I went through a lot of elementary school so I could have lunch. Um, and if I didn't wash dishes, I had to stand in the serving line and work. Or the thing I really hated was I had to go clean off tables. And I had to do that before my class left. And it was really hard. Little kids can be mean. And, but anyway, I had to clean the kitchen, the dining, a section of the dining table, clean off plates. I had to go over and get plates and trash, and dispose of it. That's how I ate, in school. When we went to school, though, when we went to school, there really wasn't, we didn't eat breakfast beforehand. And so time lunch came, I was really hungry. And yeah, and I would work for that food, you know. That's that was a hard part of that memory. And also washing dishes. Um, and the water was scalding. And here's something really stupid, little stupid little kid. I asked this black woman that was washing in there, and I said, how can you put your hands in that water? I'm having trouble putting my hands in that water and washing and rinsing the dishes." And she said, "Oh, it doesn't bother me. Um, I'm used to it, I guess." And so then I'd ask another, how do you wash dishes in that hot water? The water's too hot. It burns my fingers. I'm just a little goofy kid. "Oh, it's okay. It doesn't bother me." And so they were sweet to me. Those people were sweet. All those people in there. every kitchen I ever worked in, I didn't have not anybody fuss at me. And I remember picking up big lids uh, off these big old pots. You know, they'd tell me to stir the pot, go stir that pot. And I'd pick up that lid with that. Oh, the lid was heavy and that pot was hot. And I would stir real easy, you know, and then I'd put the lid back on. And I'm sure they were pretty much like my mother, got the side eye looking at me, watching me. But I thought in my head that uh, the hot, the hot water didn't hurt black people. So in my head, as a kid, I thought that they can touch hot water and we can't. What's wrong? I mean, they can handle that. But it wasn't that stupid kid. It wasn't that at all. And I tell my mother, I'm like, wow, they put their hands in that hot water and they don't even move, or they just run the water over their hands and their you know, the dishes. She probably thought, you stupid little kid. But that's what I thought. I mean, it's stupid. Um, I didn't have any black people around me at all. I didn't know anything about black people. I had a Mexican now. They lived, you know, different places. I knew of them, but I didn't know anything about black people. I didn't go to school with black people. Let's see, I guess when about I was about 13, and that's when it all changed, where the black people were incorporated into our classrooms and our schools. And I don't remember what that was called, but that's when I first saw black people, you know. Um, but anyway, that brought back my dish cleaning when I was a kid. Oh, me. But my mother had it hard, and she must have really had it hard to put a little 3-year-old up at the counter to wash dishes. But, and anyway, I hope everybody's good, and I hope, you know, I've prayed for everybody that this, and I know those people in North Carolina and up in Tennessee. I know they're freezing. They're living in tents. It's just, it's it's a shame as what has happened to America. And then all that burning, in my mind, I still feel like it was all set. I do. I feel like, hey, y'all gonna send me out of here? Y'all not gonna give me any more money? Y'all not giving me money? You're giving them money, and I'm not getting any money, or y'all cutting off my money, and I'll fix y'all, you know. And I'm gonna burn all these fires and get it going crazy. Uh, there's not a weather pattern of fire. That's not the weather. There's no weather pattern for fire. Sure, the winds make a fire blow up, but the weather didn't start that fire. Those fires all spotted on the map in different spots in one night, you know. Uh, and that battery plant, if it wasn't started purposely, uh, it was a human error of things that should have been addressed and weren't. But it's really strange that it come about now, you know. But I pray for all of that. That's what I'm trying to get to, and I'll eventually finish to get there. But and then last night I saw those people marching in Washington, My goodness, come on. When is it? Is it never gonna? It's never gonna stop. Just everybody's pissing and moaning about everything. When are y'all people gonna? Obviously, they don't. Now, probably those federal workers that are being told to come back to work, that was probably them. And they were out there pretending they were something else. That's what I thought. They're mad because they were at home working in their pajamas and now they've got to get dressed and go to work. That's who's mad out there. But I prayed for those people. I don't. I prayed for their peace of mind and to, I don't know, they need more education or something's wrong with them. I don't know what's wrong with them. Uh, they don't know how to be happy, maybe. Most people who even, and I'm not so good and I'm not free of sin, okay? But most people that are sinning really don't want to stop. They really don't want to stop. Or if they're lazy, they don't want to stop. Uh, so I guess I need to stop talking in this way, or I'm gonna get fussed at again. I drink some coffee. We could do so much. We could do so much here in America if we could just get together and get along. But we never will. We never will. And I think there's just too many of us. Or either I've lived too long. Maybe I've lived too long on this earth. It's time for me to go. Uh, I see all this stuff as petty. And so maybe that's why I need to go. So if I was younger, I wouldn't see all that. People really need to get busy. They need to get busy and do something and enjoy life. What happened to that? And they're out there in the cold, all bundled up. Okay, y'all getting some kind of exercise, I guess, walking around hollering and, you know, I guess it's some form of exercise. And who knows, maybe you go party after, you know, maybe you go and get a bucket of chicken and have a good time inside somewhere talking and yakking. Or it's a group. I don't really feel like they do, but they're my friends and I just, get together with them. When I got together with my running friends, I didn't feel like anything they said. I didn't believe in anything they had to say. I didn't go along with anything they had to say. But I kept showing up. Uh, I thought they were silly, rich, pathetic socialites. But I kept showing up too. So I guess I was pathetic and still am. But anyway, I'm talking too long again. But I did want to bring that memory of a little baby girl standing at the sink washing dishes. And all of it came back just like it was yesterday, just like it was right there. All of that. And I can remember my mom in the kitchen flipping around behind me. She was cooking. She was there. And if she went out, it didn't matter. I was still washing the dishes. Maybe that's why she never complained about me frying up potatoes when she left. She'd leave to go get groceries or whatever she had to do. As soon as she left, I hit the stove. Maybe that's why she never fussed at me about that. just don't burn the house down. Because I worked in the kitchen, cleaning up. Uh, but I'm gonna let y'all go. I've got 25 minutes on here, and I want it to load up before morning. So y'all have a great day. Don't pay any attention to this woman, and you do what you do for your dishes, and I'll do what I do, and everything's going to be okay. And you don't have to run off because you said I was made you cringy. I looked that word up. That word means you're embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed for me, please. But I know you meant it in a different way, but that's okay. Um, I'm not trying to teach anybody anything. I'm just showing you my life. And under my name, I got retired. That's it. I never said I was a perfect anything, you know, not a perfect dishwasher. Although my kids weren't very sick growing up, and I've not gotten sick, and my husband hadn't gotten sick. So I must be cleaning something. So, but anyway, God bless all of y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye bye.